Michigan,
Yeah,
huh?
I love Michigan. It's just too
Interesting.
damn cold.
That's weird.
Yeah, it
I
is.
like
It is
Puerto
cold.
Rico too, but I can't get a good job there, unfortunately, because I was too smart to stay.
All right, hello everybody. We're going to start the stream a little late today. Hope you all enjoy the game, and we're about to rip into this bad boy.
in auditing, but and regulation.
I kind of think they have been losing a little bit on the whole bachelor requirement in some places.
It's more about
And
experience.
even in my job,
finding good
like
workers.
an engineer, they used to be really strict that you had to have an engineering degree, but now they open up to any STEM degree.
That's nice.
So
I like STEM. I'm a STEM.
I was
graduate.
watching
I
this
think
comedy
the-
show, and they asked this
I
guy,
think
like,
it's
how
not
did you
me.
become a surgeon? He's like, well, I always liked doing surgery when I was a kid. It was always a hobby of mine. And
I
then,
know.
you know, I was a cop for about 10 years, but I came back to my true love of surgery.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see.
Wow.
See, the sound
Wow.
started. I think
No,
that
it sounds like
means the
But
game
yeah.
Dexter
started.
or something.
Sound started, guys.
Oh
Get
yeah.
it in control.
It's like,
Get-
shut
get-
up,
get
guys.
yourselves
Stop
into-
playing.
Call of
Get yourself
Cthulhu.
into control. Yeah.
Or like I
it's
say, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu?
We got to have
Cthulhu?
Dire One needs to say it.
Cthulhu?
There we go. Now we got the good version. Okay, so last time we played, you guys found Jackson Elias murdered in
I need
his
to lower
hotel
this
room.
guy.
And yeah, I
Did we
turned the
get our
volume
luck
up because it was too low for me last time. So now it's at the normal 100%. It was at 30% last, so you might
Did
have to
we get
adjust the
luck
bot.
or sanity or something right now? at the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of every game?
The first thing we're gonna do is everybody roll luck,
And fail.
and you want to fail.
Right there. Sorry.
Yep.
Emerson.
Fail.
Ooh, Omar and Ezekiel.
Is there like a crit fail on this?
Yeah,
no,
now
yeah,
you have
every
the
time.
Nice. You failed, Virginia.
Yeah.
Good.
And I
Okay,
Failing
so
is good?
yeah, failing.
Yes.
You want to
For
fail?
this one.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Everybody that failed, roll a d10. I think the only one that didn't fail so far is Emerson, but I don't see Bessie. She
Yeah, I
hasn't rolled
haven't,
yet.
I haven't
hello.
rolled. I'll be right there. I'm just getting coffee.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
I go
You're
up
AFK.
So I stepped away.
Wow, look at that, Virginia. Got 9.
Yeah.
so I add,
Alejandro only got
I'll
2.
trade you.
Yeah, just add that to it. Yeah, add 7. Yep.
and do we also roll the skills that we passed last time? Is that how it
No,
works?
no.
No,
Every
we're
time,
done We're done with Marka.
yeah, when you're done with America.
Okay,
America.
we're gonna be done with this
Alright.
episode or whatever.
Yeah, this episode. Yeah, exactly. Every episode.
Got it.
Yep.
This chapter.
And in between each
Chapter.
episode or chapter, there'll
Hey, I
be
failed!
like a year's. Nice. There'll be a year or something in between each episode.
Yay.
Like you'll have to travel for a little bit, and you can do some studying and whatnot in between sessions.
It's just 1d10, correct?
Yep.
Not 2, 3, no.
No.
Just 1.
No, just 1. Oops,
Oh,
7. Not
better
bad.
roll than last time.
Not bad at all. You guys are starting to beef up your luck a little bit. Alejandro is pretty low still.
Mhm.
Don't luck shame.
Well,
I
he
think-
spends it all the time.
don't luck shame me. So yeah, last time that you guys played, you found a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you guys want me to share that back out to you. Let's see.
Yeah, I've got them in my notes. They're near the bottom.
Okay. Yep. So you're gonna open up
Added
notes.
little bullet points below them.
Is that the?
Somebody
It's
whistled at me.
America 1 Session 1? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
American 1
Yep.
Session 1, 2024, 10.
So the actual
blah, blah.
notes, I have bullet points underneath them. So
Nice.
they're a little bit easier to find.
Nice.
Yeah, there's 6 items and all.
Oh, at the very bottom. Gotcha. Yeah, you got kind of almost all the images that were showed as well, which include the expedition images from the newspapers that you guys clipped.
Yep. The one with all the reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was when I was reading like a 1920s newspaper reporter.
Oh, yeah.
Transatlantic accent.
Yeah, so there seems to be like 2 things for us to do here. One, there's the handbill for Professor Anthony Cowles. He was presenting on the Cult of Darkness at the Schuyler Hall of New York University. So that's in this town. That should probably be our first step before he leaves town. And then the next stop, I think, would be going to Cambridge or contacting Miriam outright in Cambridge, Massachusetts, because Jackson Elias was inquiring about a specific book, and she replied to say that they don't have that book anymore, but they have other volumes that might have the information he was looking for. So those are our two leads right here in America. And then we have a photo of blurry boats, which I have no idea what that's for. And then the other three items were there was a business card, there were matches, and a letter, but those lead to Egypt, London, and China, which are overseas.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I
Great.
don't want to go to not China. I mean, I heard they eat the dogs and stuff. over
That's
there.
in that's in America, in Springfield or something like that.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh god, and here we go. That
Nope. Nope.
Start the stream
the
again.
stream is
Yeah,
immediately
exactly.
delisted.
Yeah, it just got delisted. There was that text in there. Boom. Yeah, so that was a good overview, and I guess you guys also kind of ran from the cops. You hid out overnight. Some of you lost each other and had to walk back or get your own ride back to the hotel room, and eventually you guys all came back to the hotel late at night and passed out and woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
And definitely nobody threw a body in a parking lot.
Nope, wasn't us.
Yeah,
Didn't happen.
there
Allegedly.
was definitely not a dead body. It
Wasn't there?
It was too
wait a
cold for
minute.
fingerprints.
Wasn't there a body in the room, or am I mistaken? Did we?
There was.
Jackson Elias, yeah.
There was.
his room.
You guys
Yeah,
left.
so
No, no.
definitely there's in the hotel.
There was another
room,
body. Yeah.
Right.
In Jackson's room,
we're
Bessie
staying
had
in
shot
the
the
same
There were
chest.
two bodies.
Yeah, exactly. You had you're staying in the same hotel.
So definitely, there's probably cops all over this place, even though it's not in our room. Right?
They were there, but then when we came back, they weren't there anymore.
Yeah, well, they're efficient. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, the room was taped off. It had tape all over
Has
the
no
door.
door.
There was no door, but
There's-
the door was like propped back up against the opening, and there was like cop tape all over the place, keeping people out. But you can kind of peer through it and see into the room, and there was no bodies. When you guys got back
Like
late at night.
Omar. Well, I guess it's too late for that, but Omar would have definitely made out like press and started trying to get in where he shouldn't be in big pictures. But
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, but you guys were hot on your
Like-
heels, hauling ass away from you.
yeah.
You guys were running for your lives.
Well, yeah, because we had to interrogate this guy before he croaked. Which
Yeah,
we
you definitely
did.
tried. Yeah, you tried. Yeah.
We got
You-
some information out of him.
Except he
Right.
didn't speak English.
Well, we got some
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
stuff out of his pocket.
You
We
did.
got to.
Yeah, he had I think one or two of the clues that you guys have
Mhm. We
On
had the
right now.
handbill, and
and the match cover, I think.
no,
Maybe the Pinhue
the
Foundation.
letter.
Yeah.
The letter about the book.
Ah.
Nope.
No, actually the
No, he only had two items. He had the
yeah,
blurry
I was
photo.
going to say the
the
letter about the
handbill.
book. Yeah, the letter about the book you guys found in books in the room. Like you
Yeah,
guys searched
Yeah,
uh,
Bessie found it.
Jackson's
ship,
room, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the invitation to that cold thingy. So, do we want to go to this library thing?
I think so.
We
I
need to
love-
find Professor Anthony Cowles.
Oh,
and also
The handbill. Let's share that one.
I assume you guys kind of like met up for breakfast downstairs, and you're all talking around
Yeah. Can you push
around
the
breakfast.
handbill?
Yes, the handbill. Let's
Please
see.
better.
Can you pass the salt?
This one here. Let's see.
Yeah, so I take out the handbill that we found on Terry. I'm gonna pass it around while we're eating our pineapple.
And
My pineapple.
a couple of you had the newspaper delivered to your room, and you guys have it down with you as you're kind of sitting around the table and reading it. And one of the sort of right on the front, right inside the front page, you guys see this newspaper article. Author murdered by brutal killers. Body found in Hotel Chelsea. Possible connection to Harlem murders by Rebecca Schossenberg. Manhattan. Author Jackson Elias has been found murdered in the Chelsea hotel room. The killers are reported to have used long knives to butcher their victim. Lieutenant Martin Poole of the murder squad stated that he is exploring possible connections between this murder and the similar slayings in Harlem last year. Local resident Hilton Adams was convicted of the Harlem murders on October last and is waiting execution in Sing Sing. Lieutenant Poole offered no opinion whether this new murder indicates that Adams had accomplices or is innocent of his early crimes.
Interesting. He might be another lead.
Possibly.
Murder Squad.
Murder Squad, yeah. And you guys, if you don't remember, you did see him right before you booked ass.
Oh,
Ooh.
Martin Poole.
Yep. You saw the detective step out of the car. I think,
Oh, the detective, yes.
yeah, one of you guys, I don't remember which group it was. I think it was your group that came down the
Yeah, it was
fire
Bessie and
escape.
Ezekiel.
Was it?
Well, they walked past him, right? They were
Oh, that's
acting
right,
kind of
because you
normal.
guys ran across the street, got in your car, and hauled ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it must have been Ezekiel and Bessie that actually saw a bunch of police officers in uniform, and then one like detective.
These Hilton Adam guys, probably some black guy they're blaming for a case they couldn't solve. I don't think he has anything to do with anything.
That's taking it somewhere.
Well, that's
Take it-
that's
take
what
it-
the
wait.
cops do.
I was going to say taking it right to the 1920s.
Yeah, that's what they would do. It's in Harlem. They probably looked somebody up and said, "I don't know who killed these people. Blame that guy."
Yeah.
That's what they do.
And-
All right, guys. So ideas here. Who's thinking what?
I can hear you guys, but I'm away from the keyboard. And Sergio, if you could throw some ideas out there with a very thick accent, like you do,
Like you do.
because mom can hear you.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, bye.
I think she put the headphones on mom.
Well, I
so she
hope
could hear.
mommy's okay.
So you got to throw out
Anyway,
some,
how
throw some
long-
ideas.
you know,
Kind of, she put you on the spot there.
how many nights did Jackson pay? I say we stick around for a little bit. You know, we get a free hotel. I mean, what's the rush?
Yeah,
You
and I
did-
want to find out more about this Professor Anthony. Like, I think we need to find him before he leaves New York.
He sounds cool.
I'm on board with that. I agree.
Right?
with
The
that.
Cult of Darkness.
Yeah.
You guys
Maybe
have
he
been,
knows what the symbol means.
you guys have 3 days stay. You're in the room till at least
Look at that. 3 days.
Tuesday.
We can have a party here.
We could.
And Omar starts looking around to see if he sees any lonely ladies.
Really, really lonely ladies.
No,
Was
you
that
don't.
my
No.
spot hidden?
Sounds like Alexandra wants to
it was
share.
it was the are there any staying in this hotel at this moment? And they are not at the moment. No.
It's too early.
You see
Alright.
you see a bunch
Yes,
of
I
business
guess you're
people
on.
and
Yeah, if there's no lonely ones, maybe there's some that aren't lonely.
I don't know about you guys, man. So yeah, as you guys are sitting around the table trying to figure out what you're going to do next as well, sort of like a porter comes in. He's got like a little hat, and he looks like he's delivering messages. And he looks around, and he's asking the person at the restaurant a question, like asking around, and the restaurant person that's been serving you kind of looks over at you guys and points over to you guys. And the porter comes over and says, "Are you guys Alejandro, Bessie, Emerson, Ezekiel, Omar, and Virginia?" And he's kind of like
Nope.
looking at each one of you.
It's a pretty lucky guess.
Nope.
That's pretty good for a guess, my guy.
He says,
I'm guilty.
I've been sent here to notify you that the funeral for Jackson Elias is going to be on Saturday, January 17th at the Cypress Hill Cemetery in Brooklyn at 2 p.m. And you're all invited.
January 17th.
I get very
Like
close
this.
to him.
Yeah.
I get very close to him, and I sniff his shoulder, and I think, what is that smell?
And he kind of backs up, like acting a little uncomfortable that you're sort of that close into his personal space, and he says, that's just a little rose water that I sprayed on myself.
Oh, it's very strange. I'm not sure if I like it yet. I'm gonna think about that.
He looks
who's
around at the
the-
table, like almost yearning for someone to tell him what's going on, and then he says,
We're pretty nonplussed. I mean,
and then he kind of stands there for a few seconds with he's got his hand kind of held out, and then he
Who's
kinda
inviting us?
nods and walks away.
Wait.
I give him 5.
Wait.
Like my man.
Well, who's inviting us? I mean, who even knows us? Who's even arranging this stuff, man?
I don't know.
Guys,
I haven't
just
been
go
invited
find
to a
out when we
funeral
go.
in a long
Yeah.
time, so I'm
he
kind of
says,
excited to go.
I was just told to
personally.
deliver the message. I'm not sure where I got this from. I got it from my boss. He told me to deliver this.
This,
Maybe
And
it's
he
his
probably
other
got a-
wife.
And
got a phone call.
I give him a coupon to my antique
mean,
shop,
they-
and I say, maybe now you remember.
but this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Does he remember? No.
I mean, I feel like
No,
that was
he
pretty
kind of
good.
grabs the thing and he looks at you scornfully and puts it in his pocket, turns and stops talking to you, and then walks away.
I guess that $5 wasn't enough. I mean,
Kids
He's
these
clearly
days.
he's clearly not happy
I
with
know.
what you gave him.
Nowadays, $5 gets you quite a bit. I don't know.
Well, no. When I said I
No,
gave him
it
5,
was-
I meant like
it-
high
It was
five.
it was yeah, I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
He's not giving him
Oh.
$5.
No, I wouldn't give him $5. And then to bribe him, I gave him a coupon for 5% off the first 3%
Yeah.
of his purchase at my
you
antique shop.
know,
I have off of the first 3%.
See, $5 back then is probably
know.
worth about a dollar's worth about 20 or 18
Yeah.
bucks. So $5 is like $100 back then.
yeah. I mean, look at
Time
that
value of
mustache,
money.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you.
Inflation, though.
He was probably waiting for like a 10 cents or 5 cents or something.
I
That's
don't know. It's kind of
normal.
strange. It feels like somebody wants that in a particular place, a particular time. I mean, didn't this guy die like last night? Somebody already arranged funerals and wants us to go
His other
somewhere. I
wife.
don't like this. Whatever.
We
man.
don't know. Maybe he's got kids, or something.
I think I'll stick around here. The hotel.
I'm planning on attending the cult seminar.
Well, it's but
well, that
this-
happened already.
the funeral
Well,
is
that's
tomorrow.
No, it's tonight, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
I gotta put
that-
I gotta put
We-
the headset down for about
We
2
picked
minutes.
this
I'll be right
thing
back.
up.
I'm
Okay.
timing
We
them.
picked this thing up yesterday, so tonight was yesterday, man.
Oh, do we have the ability
Yeah.
to go back in time?
No.
Okay,
Not
That-
at this point in
That's
time.
gonna.
No,
So
definitely
I'm
not.
not going to suggest my next.
But we
thing.
can find out who this professor is. Eh? That's what we're going to do.
Yes, we'll do that today before he leaves.
Okay.
I
Don't
think
they have like
that's the wise thing to do.
don't
Right
they have
now.
like yellow book nowadays where you look up a name, or was that later on in the 80s?
Yellow
I am-
pages. Yeah, I don't think they're around.
Yeah, I don't
yet.
even think the yellow
No.
pages
White
are.
pages.
No.
No, but we got like the operator. Don't they have like an
Yeah,
operator?
we gotta call the
They have an
operator.
operator, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep.
the thing.
But the guy's from
I'm back.
Australia, so he
Welcome
might
back.
not have a permanent number. We're better off calling like, "Hello, operator, Australia, please," and seeing if we can get him. But what I'm saying is, they have to have someone to switch it to. But let's see, he's the fellow of Polynesian Esoterica at
Miskatonic
University
in Arkham,
Arkham.
Massachusetts.
But he's in New York last night, so
Yeah,
if we're lucky he hasn't left
maybe-
yet.
He was at
Maybe
Shiler Hall, so we can maybe start there and see. If
That
we
is
can
a
find
good
him.
bleed.
Where are you gonna go?
Shiler Hall to see if we can figure out,
Or-
let us know where
or a hotel
Professor
nearby,
Carlos is-
near the hall. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that.
Gotcha.
Because hotels are famously known for ratting on the people staying in their rooms, especially in these days.
He
Now
might
if
be-
you-
he
now if
might
you
be
keep
there. He
giving
might have
them
returned.
coupons, okay, now if you keep giving them coupons.
Yeah, you're right. I have
The
plenty
coupons are
more
causing you
coupons to
problems.
hand
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. The
Maybe they
coupons are
have
your
some
problem.
way for us to get in touch with him. Like they'll know how we can telegram him.
Well,
I
look,
mean,
why
just
don't
tell
we
them
start?
We were like a fan. We wanted to make the call, but the plane got delayed, and we just want
Okay.
to get to the next one.
There you
Something
go.
like
So,
that.
I suggest we start at NYU and we say like, yeah, we missed the speaker last night. Is there an address or someplace we can write to them, a number that we can call, or even a location that we can visit? You know what I mean? Well, something along those lines.
That sounds perfect.
Awesome. So you guys kind of drive over to the
driving.
or you take a cab, whatever you want to do.
I'm
Oh,
driving
I'm
the
back from the
cab.
hospital, so I can drive my car now. Thanks for
Yeah.
offering, though, Alex.
Yeah. I think there's somebody that's fucked up too. Isn't there somebody really messed up? Let me see.
Yeah, I think so. Somebody got off.
Virginia's a
I think it
little
was,
messed up.
Wasn't that Emerson?
Maybe
No,
Alejandro.
Emerson broke
I
his
think it
fall
was
by-
Virginia. She fell
don't
from
know.
the top of the
Why do you,
stairs.
why do you
Oh, yeah.
automatically
Oh,
think
it's
it's me? No.
Well, look
I
at
said
you,
They're
no,
always
Alejandro.
some sort of fucked up.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah,
look at
I'm
your hit
okay
points,
this time.
Alejandro, you're looking messed up, bro.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Am I back to normal? Are my hit points where they should be?
They're right where they should be. Yes. But that means
Even
you're.
with the hospital?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Once you
Now,
guys
the
rest.
hospital bill, on the other hand, that's a different
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. That's a whole different
A whole
situation.
$10.
Yeah, when you guys, I think what happens is when you rest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to relook this back up, but I believe when you
Yeah.
rest, you have to rest for like a week to get a hit point back,
Oh my
What?
god.
or something like that. Yeah, let me see.
Remember, medicine back then wasn't what it.
No,
So
definitely not.
barbaric.
I mean,
All right, well, if I die on your watch, I'm going to be digging those up.
No, sorry. A major wound naturally heals 1 hit point a day. If you have a major wound, you got to make a healing roll. So go ahead and make a Constitution roll, Virginia and Alejandro,
Excellent.
Okay.
and you want to pass this.
ooh, that looks good.
Oh, extreme success. Nice.
Hard success.
Hard success. Do you want to choose? No, you don't. Do you want to use more points to make an extreme success?
No, I'll stick with the
Hard
hard
success.
one.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
stick to hard success, too.
Okay. If it's a hard success, let's see. You get 1d3 hit characters with major room and healing roll at the end of each week. Sorry, that's a week. So you get 1 hit point back.
Doesn't seem very hard to me, but I'll take it.
Nope.
Mhm.
Nine.
All right,
One
so I'm
hit
not
point is better than
completely
none.
recovered,
No,
but
Yeah,
I can
that's what
drive
I'm
my
saying.
car.
you can definitely drive your car. You're still in pain from falling down on that.
I have aspirin.
I don't
Okay.
know
Oh, yeah.
if women
That's
are allowed to
un-
drive in these days.
Emerson, you should take 1 hit point
Just
also.
rub some
You got
dirt
hurt a
on
little
it.
bit too.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm not married, so I don't have any guys telling me what I can or cannot do.
Aw,
right.
yeah.
Don't need no
I hear
man
you,
to tell
girl.
her what to do.
Uh-huh.
Right. Or if you start dating, they die.
You weren't really
Damn.
kidding him. Yikes.
She was semi-dating him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it was pretty rough there, Bessie.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys said at the beginning, when you said Bessie at the beginning that you were gonna have his kid and that you were dating him, I was like, oh my god, is this gonna go this route? Because it was
Well,
You'd be
was
traveling
gonna
with a
get-
single mom now.
Yeah, that's
Dark.
what I said last week. I'm like, I'm glad you didn't go that route because
Uh-huh. It would
It's
have
a
been
false
bad.
No.
pregnancy.
We'd have a widow and an orphan on our hands.
Exactly. Yeah. So you guys
Well,
show
not
up
an
at New York University, and you kind of walk into the front, and there's a like a secretary sitting out front that kind of like looks like, you know, she's answering questions from people that are coming into the university.
All right. So
Kind
we
of short
approach her.
bob haircut. Nice, you know, sort of like almost like a scholarly kind of outfit, dress, almost like not
Sexy
a-
librarian vibes.
no, not like a suit, almost like a female suit
So
with a long skirt.
And a
looks
short-
like a
That sounds like a sexy librarian to me, but all right.
I don't need to give you any of those vibes because then you'll be all over her.
She probably looks like your grandma.
So,
Yeah, she looks probably about 50 something years old.
oh man, in those days, she might as
No.
well have been 80.
Yeah. It's probably she's about ready to retire.
Yeah.
That is true. She's probably more like 45, to be honest, back then. Yeah.
Still pretty.
Because I
old.
don't
Like,
think they
you-
let them work much.
If
I mean,
you see
like,
pictures
even
of your
men
grandmother
didn't
in her
work.
40s, like she
Yeah,
looks
I know.
the same. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep,
Their
yep.
haircut
Yeah.
hasn't changed since they were 40 years old.
No, but I think down in the 20s they retired a lot earlier too. Is what I was thinking.
so while everybody's gawking at her, walk over.
You walk over, and she kind of looks up and goes, "Yes, sir. How can I
Hi,
help you?"
lady. Forgive me. You know, I come from out of town. This activity that the professor was doing, was that tonight?
And you're showing her
Professor Anthony Coles?
the pamphlet.
Yeah.
She goes,
Yeah, there's no date on it.
the Cult of Darkness. Oh yeah, that was last week, I think.
Last
Like-
week?
Yeah, like
Oh.
Wednesday.
Oh, no, don't tell me that.
It was
Oh, yeah.
it was quite an interesting lecture, I must say. I didn't actually attend it myself, but there was a large number of scholars that came to that one.
Yeah, you know, I really wanted to see this man. He inspires me. You know, do you know how to get a hold of him? I mean, I want to know when is his next one. I don't want to miss it.
Oh, she says, she looks at the pamphlet and she goes, probably, you can contact him at the, Miskatonic University. It looks like he's there now. I mean, it looks like he came from Australia, though, from Sydney. She said, Arkham's only
you
a
have,
few hour train ride from here.
All right, road trip. No, but we gotta be back tomorrow for the funeral.
You got a number?
That you do. Yes, here. She gives you the phone number to Miskatonic University.
You are an
Myself?
angel. You're an angel, eh?
Oh, she says, "Thank you
Yeah.
so much."
Um,
Is there anything you want to know about New York University? Are you thinking about attending? Do you want to
No,
Do you want to
You
learn a
know,
little bit more
sure,
about photography?
every-
I see a camera around your neck.
yeah, no, I'm a professional. Baby. If you want something, just let me know. You know, I'll take a nice picture. You want me to take a
Oh.
picture of you now?
That would
You
be
look
great.
Nice.
Yes.
You should take a
All right,
picture
then.
of her like you did those
And,
French
and
girls.
she kind of like she takes her glasses and kind of puts it down on her nose, and she pretends
Yeah.
like she's like writing on a piece of paper and looking up at you.
Loosen up that top button a little bit. Yeah,
Wow.
there we go.
Wow.
There we go.
There you go.
And that's
my
just
God.
a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That definitely made her feel like,
Okay.
what the hell is going on?
It was just a top button. I didn't tell her to take off her whole dress. Okay, just chill out. Okay, anyway.
Just chill out. Yeah, she
Take a
blushes a
picture.
little bit as
I
she's looking
blush.
up at you.
I slashed her card. I said, I'm gonna be in the hotel if you want more professional pictures. Let me know. Okay.
She goes, "Oh, thank you so much. Yes. And what hotel are you
That
at?"
was. I'll bring the picture. I mean the what's it called? Guys, where are we at?
We're at the New York University.
No, he means what
the
hotel are we at?
Oh, the Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
I gotta
Oh, yeah.
I gotta reveal the photo. It's gonna take a little while, so I'll bring it later, okay? Or you can come pick it up. You know where I am, okay?
She goes, "Okay, thank you so much." And your name is?
Save on some delivery fees.
Omar Diaz.
Omar Diaz at the Chelsea. Thank you. And you see her writing something down.
Excuse me, miss. I've got a question.
She goes, "Yes. How can I help you, young lady?"
Does Professor Callis, does he have any books? Do you have any copies of his books by any
That's a good
chance?
question.
No. In fact, I do not have any copies of his books. I haven't heard any. She says you can check the Dewey Decimal System over there. There's like a little card deck thing, and she goes, "You can look through there and see if you see his name." But I don't remember him saying that he had a book.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Ah,
And I
you're
go
welcome.
look real quick. Do I find anything?
Then you said
Why not,
this
right?
was like a before I go. You said this was like a big thing, right? Very popular. Like, who was there? Anybody you know? Anybody I know? Anybody famous?
She goes, "Oh, I have no idea. I wasn't really watching that closely.
Okay, just checking. No prominent people,
Not
I'm surprised you're
not that I
working
know
that
of. No."
All right. Thank you.
She goes, "I was just closing up at that point." Let me see.
Okay, so we have the phone number for the Miskatonic
Professor
University.
Anthony. Yep.
For us to call and make an appointment with Professor Cowles.
Well, just find out if he's there. We're not gonna take 2 hours. Nothing.
You don't see any books in the card. I was just taking a peek real quick. There are no books from a Professor Cowell.
I'll be back.
All right, she would have remembered. I mean, he would have been there. He would have had a whole table with books.
He probably he would have probably been trying to hawk them and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, so
Okay.
you definitely don't find any books from him.
Okay, but what we want to do, we want to call up the Miskatonic University and see if we can set up an appointment with him.
Okay.
For
You guys go
today.
back to the
No, for maybe tomorrow after the funeral. We can
Is it
drive
a
over
morning
there.
funeral?
the funeral's at 2 p.m.
Okay.
and it'll take you about. Let me just double check. It is a 4.5 hour ride on train to go from New York to.
So you see, you're gonna be
To-
late today, or
So maybe we can
Very
make
good.
an
To
appointment for him with him for brunch on Sunday.
On Sunday, gotcha. Yeah, so you call up. You're able to get through to the front clerk, and actually, let me see. I don't know. Today is because it's Friday. It's actually Friday the 16th right now. Yeah. So yeah, you actually get through to the clerk, and they kind of answer your questions that he's not here right now, or I'll take a message and I'll give it to him, and you ask to have a meeting with him, and the clerk says that they would leave a message for him so that he would get it probably later that day.
Okay, so we're at the Chelsea Hotel, and if you could
Mhm.
please send the answer to us via telegram. we would
Awesome.
be
Oh,
ever
is
so
that's
grateful.
in New York, isn't it?
It sure is.
Excellent.
We missed his we missed his presentation.
Yeah,
his
I
2 hour
heard,
lecture.
I heard it was quite riveting. For those that are into cults, that is. I don't give a damn myself. But
Indeed, we have things we would like to discuss with him. Some of our own
Excellent.
findings, and
okay, I'll make
Wanna
sure that he
compare
gets the
it to
message. And then she hangs up. So you guys have an appointment for Sunday the 18th.
All right. So then we go back to the Chelsea. I guess we, powwow, but I can't imagine anything we're going to do before the funeral. So
But I think we should.
Was there anything else you had to look up, or
Maybe I could talk to some of the police, see if they found anything out about this murder.
Yeah, and about this Adams guy, the one Hilton Adams, who was convicted for this same type of murders before, maybe he has some information.
that is true? How would you get to Hilton Adams, and are you going to talk to the police first?
I was thinking, sometimes I do some side jobs with the cops. I tell them, hey, I take pictures of crime scenes, stuff like that. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe you can tell me about this last one here. I couldn't make it, so
And
Is that what you're
something-
something like that.
Is that what you guys are going to do? Head over to the local precinct,
see the coppers. All right.
see the cops.
Sure. And then after
Well,
that,
maybe-
maybe go to the Sing Sing Correctional Facility to see if we can find this Mr. Hilton Adams there.
Okay.
Hopefully, they're not looking for suspects.
So you guys walk over to the.
I was kind of thinking that, but didn't want to say it. Yeah.
We'll just send
Yeah.
a photographer in.
Somebody
He's
that
not sus
dumped a
at all.
body in a parking lot. So you guys walk over to the precinct, and you go into the front of the precinct, and there's sort of
Probably
male
not
clerk-
all
a
of
male
us.
clerk,
like
like-
I said.
yeah, I was gonna, yeah. So who's gonna walk into the front? So it's Omar. Anybody else?
I'll go.
Alejandro and Virginia.
I'll go in because I look super innocent and harmless, and I'll bring their
Definitely
defense
not like
down.
somebody that would dump a body in a parking lot.
Right.
So
Even
you guys
though
walk-
we're the three guilty ones if I haven't done
You guys are the ones that actually did it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking for a scoop. I'm trying to make some money. I take pictures. Anything going on? These officers that were, given that color of the murder that happened yesterday.
Which murder are you talking about? Are you talking about the?
the one that's
Oh
in
my
the
God.
paper.
Oh, there's
There
there's
was one on the paper.
Probably is
two
more
of
than
them.
One though. In New
yeah, there's
York.
two of them in the paper today.
There was one in the Chelsea hotel. I heard.
Oh, the Chelsea Hotel. And he kind of looks
Not
down
that
at his
parking lot one.
yeah, the parking lot. He looks down at his paperwork and he says, that's the case of Lieutenant Poole. He's the one that
Hey, can
handles
I-
that.
Is he around?
Hey, Lieutenant Poole! He calls back, and you hear something in the background. Somebody yell back, yeah, what you want? And he says, yeah, I got these people up here that want to talk to you about the Jackson case. He goes, all right, send them back. So the guy kind of waves over to the side and opens the door.
Hey, I saw this newspaper article. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see a picture of the cop that was investigating the case. I take pictures. You want a picture? Tell me what happened. What was that all about?
So you go back there and say this to the Lieutenant
Yeah.
Poole. Okay, so as you guys are kind of walking in, you see the this is Precinct 7, and you see
I feel like he had
Before
this.
they invented color.
yeah.
I feel like
yeah,
he has this here just in case we get arrested, and we're sort of making it easy for him.
That's Lieutenant Poole, and he kind of says, "Hey, how's it going? Come on in, take a seat here." Oh, yeah, this was not a picture of me in the newspaper ever. It's always about the murderer, you know
Why
what
not?
I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's important to show the people who are trying to solve these things. I bet you got some really good leads, didn't you?
No, actually, right now we don't have any leads. I mean, there's one lead, but
Really?
yeah, I'm not at will to just talk about that with anybody.
No, I get it. I get it. Hey, I just want the people to know the heroes in the city. So I want to take if you want a picture, and then if you come up with anything else, you call me up. I take more pictures. You know, people should know you. You're going to be famous. You know, this is an
Okay.
important case. I'm sure.
Excellent. And what's your name and where are you staying?
I'm Omar.
Omar. Yeah, let me write that down. Omar and wait, Omar and what hotel?
I'm trying to think of any other hotels in the area.
The
Did I come
hummingbird
up with
special.
anything? I'm staying at the what do you call it?
Holiday Inn.
Airport hotel.
The motel, the Red Roof Hotel.
Yeah,
Okay,
something
why
like
don't
that.
you roll? Why don't you put a
Roll
penalty
evading
dice?
arrest.
Yeah, a penalty
have-
dice
I have-
and
That's
and roll
charm.
roll fast talk.
That's talk.
Fast
You're trying
talk.
to yeah, that he's not very good at it. Well, it was clear.
Oh,
You could hear how he
God
was
damn,
talking.
man. Okay, one penalty, fast talk. Ooh, man. Does the charm help? Never mind. Come
No,
on.
charm's not going to help. Yeah.
Luck.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
not good.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You're gonna need so much luck.
What do you have,
Did you notice?
1%?
It's like you don't even have that much luck. It didn't even suggest using your luck because you don't have enough.
Okay.
The guy goes, "Yeah. What?" He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Why are you being so weird? Is there something wrong with this guy?" And he's looking over at Virginia and Alejandro.
So I get a little closer to the lieutenant, and I put my hand on his, and I tell him, actually, Lieutenant, I'm a little bit afraid because, to tell you the truth, we're friends with Jackson, and we were supposed to meet him at the hotel, and seeing what happened to him, I am scared for my life now because whatever happened to him could happen to us
Yeah,
because we were
guys,
friends with him.
Sorry, I'm gonna take a 15-minute break. Everything's okay. I just need
Okay.
to take care of something for my mom. I'll be back.
Okay. Yep. Okay. He goes, "Oh wow, I could understand why he might be that nervous. He definitely seems like he's taking that thing bad to heart. Yeah, why don't you guys have a seat? Hey, he says, Robert, why don't you bring them? You guys want a coffee? You want a drink? Something to drink?"
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Something for my nerves. And I apologize for my friends here. We're all very, very anxious and nervous
Yeah,
about what happened.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Hey, I didn't mean what I
He's-
said.
he's
I
a
am a
little
good
weird.
photographer. Anyway.
But
He
you're
does
not
not-
wrong, though. This case is probably really important, but
He goes, no,
Wow.
no, it's no problem. And he looks down at his paper and he's looking through his things and he goes, "So then that must be Omar Diaz." And I assume, and he kind of looks down and he goes, "You're Bessie or Virginia?"
I'm Virginia.
Virginia,
Virginia
excellent. And this one back here with the hell of a stash,
Mm-hmm.
that must be Alejandro then.
That's the rumor.
Yep.
He goes, "Yeah, I collected some information at the hotel that he had booked some rooms for you guys, and I was wondering where you guys were at. I was looking for you last night, but I couldn't find you."
Well,
The lady's right. In a night like that, with all that chaos and fear going around, we kind of, we fled when we found out all the dangerous things that were happening and fear for our own lives. You understand?
We could have
Right.
been next. It was so scary.
Excellent. Let me see. Why don't somebody roll a... So, Virginia, because you put your hand on his shoulders, and I assume you were kind of trying to be personable with him, why don't you roll a +1 bonus with a charm? Try to charm the
Ooh.
I have a little bit better chance.
copper.
Trying to risk the
But I
game
do that.
master, Virginia?
Look
Is that
at
what you
that.
said was
Oh,
happening?
extreme success. Wow.
I charm his socks off.
You definitely.
I mean, this
he
guy
is
much.
like. He makes sure that Virginia, like, do you need? Would you like a coat or a blanket? You know, he's like, he's really attentive to Virginia and exceptionally, you know, like when he's talking to you guys, even when he's talking to one of you, he's always looking her direction. And it's clear
And
that
I make
he's-
sure that I come off as extra vulnerable.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. He's definitely like. he's like writing his stuff down, and he writes down your names and that you're at the Hotel Chelsea, and he says, "Did you guys see anything last night? Is there anything you wanna divulge while you were kind of trying to get out of there? I understand you were scared and whatever was going on, but yeah, it seems like there was a crazy there was one dead person in the room with Jackson Elias. Unknown connection. We couldn't tell who the person was. They didn't have any ID on them, and we have yet to connect them to anybody. And it looked like somebody jumped out the window, and the entire fire escape had collapsed.
Wow.
And there was footprints and all this like blood all over the alleyway out to the street, and then tire marks that had left.
Yeah, we definitely remember the fire escape. It made a racket. No.
Oh, is that what that was? Yeah, I heard something.
Did you guys see anything, or yeah?
Well, when we got to the room, I think the door was already busted. And we saw the bodies, and I think somebody was leaving through the window. But I turned so fast, and I left
Wow,
the hotel
that's,
as quickly as possible.
He says that's understandable. Yeah, that kind of grisly sight would make anybody turn and run.
Especially a delicate woman such as this.
He says, "Indeed, sir, indeed."
Are you her pimp?
Oh my god.
Mind
He's
your own
definitely
business.
assisting. He's playing the assist here.
And I hand her a handkerchief so she can fan herself, you know what I mean? Give herself some air.
You're assuming I need your handkerchief.
Yeah. So yeah, he basically says,
I've
he
got the
says,
lieutenant's handkerchief right now.
Okay,
there must have at least been 2 or 3 people in there. At least 1 or 2 of them were holding Jackson down, and once they completed whatever they were doing, they ran out the fire escape. The strange part is that they broke down the door, and then they escaped through the fire escape, which is very strange.
Maybe it was because we were at the door and we were blocking their path at that point.
Ah, maybe you scared them. Maybe the noise coming from the door did scare them. That's a smart conclusion there, Virginia. And he and throughout the entire time, he's like making notes in his notepad.
Yeah,
He's
Omar
writing down
already
almost
screwed it
everything you
up,
say.
so Omar's kind of being quiet because he already screwed up. He's gonna humble himself and let Virginia take the lead.
Yeah, I think Virginia has this one, so yeah, keep it up.
He says the strange part is that, you know, this murder definitely had a connection to other murders. I don't
Really?
know if you saw the newspaper article this morning.
Yes. So we are like, there's a good reason for us to be worried then.
Yes, in fact, there was 9 other victims that have been
9.
that have been murdered in this way. Yeah, in the past 2 years.
Oh my goodness! And I found myself extra.
He goes, it's okay, and kind of like you know, puts his hand on your hand, or kind of like reaches forward to calm you down.
But did they cut some guy? Hilton? Newspaper said something. It's just...
Are you saying that to the cop? Or are you saying that to the group?
Yeah, I didn't. No, I said, didn't they? This newspaper said something about this Hilton guy that was caught.
Ah, yes. We had arrested Hilton Adams, and he actually was arrested in the 14th precinct for the murders. And we had arrested him a few weeks, maybe a few months back. But obviously, he must have some accomplices or something to that fact.
Was this the first murder since his arrest?
This is the
Or
first
have there
murder
been
since
others?
his arrest. Yeah, this is the. There's been 9 in the past 2 years, so they don't happen every month or two. But it's there was a string of 3 or 4 of them in a row earlier this year, and then there was 2 people that were murdered in Harlem just a few months ago, and that's where we caught Hilton Adams.
Has Hilton Adams, has he confessed?
He definitely says that that he's innocent. He keeps claiming that he's innocent. Why don't you roll another charm roll when you say that? Oh wow! So he kind of leans forward and kind of touches your hand and says, "Listen, I'm skeptical, and I believe."
She can make it hard.
Bad them eyelashes, girl. Bad.
No,
them
I'm talking
eyelashes.
about the role. I'm talking about the role. My point's to make it hard. That's what I was talking about.
Just make it hard. Wording, my guy.
He's
He
already
says,
touched my hand back.
"Yeah."
Make
He
it nice
says,
and slow.
"Listen, there's a police officer, and his name is Robson. He's the one that actually arrested the man, and I have a sneaky suspicion that he got the wrong man. I really feel like that there's something wrong there, and yeah, I don't think Hilton Adams is the one that did it, but yeah, so far all the proof and everything is pointing towards Hilton Adams."
Wow, that is so interesting, Lieutenant Poole.
Adam,
Oh,
give me
you're-
the no eyes now.
You're
Batting
bizarrely
cries.
good at this.
Oh, so what do we do now?
He says, "I don't know. I'm sort of at a loss here. It's strange that that all this murder is happening in my city, and I'm very upset about it."
Is there anything we can do to help?
That's what I was waiting for.
There's a folklorist that I've talked to about African death cults. His name is Dr. Mordecai Limming, and I've talked to him before about the symbol on his forehead, and that was carved in. Oh, I forgot to tell you that, didn't I? There was a symbol carved in Jackson's forehead. I'm sorry you had to hear that. You reminded me that I needed to tell you because you made the gasps. Like, that was awesome. It was good timing. And I've talked to him about that, and he said it's linked to something. But I'm not sure that that's. I don't think that that's true. I think there's got to be a serial murderer out of there.
So that would be
this.
kind of like his calling card.
Exactly. That's what I think.
You said, who's this Mordecai? You said he's a...
Dr. Mordecai Limming. He's a folklorist here in Manhattan.
Did anybody take an image of this symbol?
Well, we've got it in his forehead still. I think a few of the coroners from last night has stenciled it down on paper.
You should take a look at that. That I say very quietly to Alejandro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't say it to the police officer.
Right, like, yeah, Greg should take a look at that. But anyway.
We need to take a look at that. I don't. Yeah. It's definitely in evidence. In the evidence room.
Were you talking about the image in the forehead?
Yep.
Yeah, but we have that drawn down too. So
You
Yeah,
guys
really
have it
don't
drawn
need to.
down. Yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah,
Oh, did we?
I drew it down.
Yeah,
I took
yeah,
a snippet of it.
it's I'll
Oh,
send it
never
back
mind.
out so you can. Yeah, you should still have that image.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Okay,
Citra's
so-
got it in one of her notes.
Yeah. From last
I pulled it up
one.
for the stream too.
Great. Yeah. I should probably share it.
So it looks like 2 jalapenos around a bunch of frijoles or something.
Yeah.
That's-
Two
that's- yeah,
jalapeno frijoles.
We don't know what it looks
that-
like, Omar.
that is not what it looks like.
It looks like 2 bananas with a sunflower.
Yeah, 2 bananas.
We
covering a
weren't there to
sunflower.
see that, Omar. Stop incriminating us.
Alejandro's whispering to Omar, dude, you're gonna get us in trouble, bro. Stop saying that.
Shut the hell up.
So yeah, other than that, he gives you guys sort of coffee. He tries to top off Virginia's or put as much cream and sugar that she wants in it, or if she wants like one, he's got some donuts in the back that he's offering her, and then if she doesn't take any, he puts it away. But if she takes one, then she offers it to everybody else.
I guess I do that.
Yeah, so you take one, and then then he
Yeah,
then he
do you
turns
want
to everybody
any
else.
cream and sugar?
He makes sure to stir your coffee really well. The rest of them, he kind of puts the cream and the sugar like in front of them so they can do it themselves. But he like makes sure your coffee.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant. You're so kind.
Hungry eyes.
He goes, if I find anything else out, I will give you guys a call and come see you guys at the hotel. Welcome back.
That sounds good. We'll be at the Chelsea for another couple of nights, so if you have any more questions for us, you know where to find me.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick, and I'll let you guys update Bessie on what you guys found out, what
Okay.
was seen, and then I'll be
And
right back in about
do
5
We
minutes.
leave-
thank
we leave
him.
the precinct.
I do thank him and give him a coupon to my store.
he shakes everybody's hand, and when he's
The
looking,
coupon
as
that
you guys are
expired a
walking
month
away,
ago.
yeah, as you guys are walking away, he looks at the coupon, and like as you guys kind of circle around the corner, let's see, the last person is Virginia. Why don't you make a spot hidden roll?
Me?
Yep. Nope, you don't see it. And with that, I'll be right
I don't see him throw your card out.
back.
We
Oh
don't-
man.
Now, if they have
definitely think
Virginia's
that,
room number, that will be a different story.
We definitely think that Virginia can give Bessie some lessons on speaking.
Seduction
further.
techniques.
I was born with this charm, baby.
Yeah, apparently so. You seem like a natural out there. So what do we have to fill in Bessie about?
So, 9 people were murdered previously. Hamilton Adams was arrested in the 14th precinct. Police officer Robson arrested him. Adams claims that he's innocent. Lieutenant Poole thinks they caught the wrong man. Poole says that there is a Dr. Mordecai Lemming, who's a folklorist, who knows about the symbol carved in the forehead.
That should
The-
probably be a good place to go.
Yeah, we should see Dr. Mordecai. Oh, did we? Where would we
I'd
find
love
him?
to meet a fellow doctor.
He says it's linked to the cult, but Poole thinks it's just a calling card. But we should find Dr. Mordecai Lemming. Shoot, we forgot to ask Lieutenant Poole where we could find him. I know he's here in the city.
Well, we can call the operator. We already agree that that's the way you get them.
I call the operator
yeah.
for the address.
Well, they would do that, or they would just connect you to that person. That's how it was back then.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know? Yeah,
Back when?
in the 30s or 20s.
Roaring 20s.
Back in now?
Yeah, back in these days. I guess we'll have to wait for that
Yeah.
guy to
Wait for the keeper to come back.
finish taking a dump.
Yeah.
Nice.
by that-
Way to
by
put his
that-
business out there.
Well, by this time, the possibilities keep increasing. You know that the more time it goes by.
Wow.
All right, Locanthus. I mean, sorry,
You guys
Alejandro.
forgot that his headset is
Yeah, I was listening the whole way. Yeah.
I
Okay.
knew it. That's why I
You
didn't
get a drink.
Oh man. All right, so you guys head back to the hotel, I assume, and about this time, it's probably since you kind of went to the police station. You stayed there for a little while, talking to him for probably a good solid hour, maybe hour and a half, and it was in the afternoon after you had visited and had coffee in the morning, had the porter, and went to the library. The university, the New York University library. And so you guys basically come back to the hotel. It's probably 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock at night, and you get on the phone, and I assume you try and call Dr. Mordecai.
Yeah, Dr. Lemming.
I'm sorry, Dr.
Mordecai Lemming.
Mordecai, yeah, Mordecai Lemming. So you guys try to call Mordecai, and the phone kind of rings and rings and rings, and there's no answer.
You're able to
ask
the operator for the address to that number.
Yeah, you can definitely do that, and she will tell you that she gives you his address in like downtown Manhattan.
Road trip.
And they just dox people like crazy nowadays.
They do in the 20s. Yeah, it was
Dude,
a
they
little bit
still
more
did
wide
that
open.
in the
Yeah,
90s.
yeah,
In
that's
the 90s,
true.
they still did that. I used to
sorry
work for the phone
distraction.
company. You
Yeah.
could call and say, "What is the address to this phone number?" and they would give it to you.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I remember I used to work as a 411 information operator back in the was it the 90s? It probably was the 90s, yeah. And yeah, if you
Yeah,
had the first name and last name, we would read out all the addresses of the people, and it was
Jesus.
Yes,
No.
yes. So I worked for the phone company then, but the one floor I didn't cover was those operators, because they were on these old mainframes. You know what I mean?
I was an
Like
operator.
really old monochrome. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, it
Dumb
was
terminal kinda
green
stuff.
screens. It was green screens. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was outside of my purview. So like I did all the other, the upper 19 floors, but
And
the
that
whole
was
first
my
floor was those
purview.
operators.
And that was my
Yeah.
purview.
Yeah, I remember.
So yeah, you guys are sitting there late at night at the hotel. What you gonna do now? What you
Well,
gonna do?
it's not late at night. We just got the address.
Yeah,
Now
it's
we're
5
gonna
o'clock
swing by
p.m. something like that.
Dr.
Yeah.
Mordecai's to see if he's there, to see if he's
Nice.
safe.
Okay, so you guys drive over there. You get out in front of his place once you get parked and stuff. It's probably 6, 7 o'clock at night at that point. And you see that you kind of have an old house looking place. Let me see. Trying to find his what is his last name? Oh yeah, that's the one.
Lemmings.
So you guys kind of knock on the front door, I assume. And who's knocking? And are you all there in attendance? I assume.
Kind
of going as a group?
right, guys?
Going as a group.
Might be a bit intimidating.
Or
I
maybe
think
that's a good
Ezekiel
thing.
needs to be there because he knows about all this stuff for sure.
Ezekiel definitely knows about some stuff.
Mhm.
You know what? I'll stay in the car smoking my cigar next to the car, not in the car.
You're gonna keep an eye on the cigar as they go
Keep,
inside.
So you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I took
you
the
said
last
the
one with
cigar.
Omar. I'm gonna smoke my pipe with Omar
Omar and you
talk
are gonna
about
sit outside.
different
And,
variations of tobacco.
All of a sudden,
okay.
Emerson's
All the different
drink
kinds of
gets spit
tobaccos.
out.
And how healthy it is for growing children.
Gotcha. Awesome. So you guys kind of
Well-
knock, and let's see, come into the door.
And Bessie said that she wanted to come in too, but if she's AFK, I don't know how that'll work.
She can come in with you, and then no, she
Yeah,
had to go
she was very
AFK
interested.
again.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah. So you kind of knock on the door, and coming to the door and opening the door is Mr. Mordecai Lemming, Dr. Mordecai Lemming, and he opens the door and he goes, "Yes, how can I help you?" He looks kind of grubby. His cuffs, like his jacket, is a little bit older. It's a little frayed. He looks a little disheveled, but he has sort of this like older man kind of charm to him, as far as like you can tell that he's kind of been places, and yeah, and his eyes kind of light up when he sees you guys, and he's like, "Yes, hello, good evening."
Dr.
How can I help you?
Mr. Lemming,
Hi.
we heard you through Lieutenant Poole.
Oh,
Lieutenant
Lieutenant
Poole
Poole. Yes,
said that-
I talk to him quite often.
He told us that you might be able to help us.
Wow. Come
My-
on in.
Thank you, sir.
And so he opens the door and lets you guys in. You kind of come into his
Well,
living room.
Going by that picture, he's probably like 45, right?
In those days, yeah.
He's 17, dude. He's 17.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Don't get it
Times
twisted.
are harder, man. Times are harder back then. All right.
they were a little bit rough. Actually, he's 62. He's in his 60s.
He's still a very young Cole.
Go gentle on this one.
Go gentle on this one.
go gentle under this long night.
Dr. Mordecai,
Doctor.
sir, how would you like
goes,
us to
"Yes,
call
come
you?
in,
How
come
should we
in."
address you?
You can call me Mr. Lemming. It's fine to me. Until
That
we know
sounds
each other,
great,
and then
Mr.
maybe when
Lemming.
we're friends, you can call me Mordecai.
Well, Mr. Lemming, you said Mr. Lemming,
Sure
right?
thing, Morty.
Yes,
Did you say
Mr. Lemming
Dr.
would
Lemming?
work. And he
Yes,
kind of
Mr.
walks
Lemming.
into his room, and you guys kind of sit down on the couch, or kind of there's another couch like behind the camera. But you can see his room is full of shit, like books, stacking, tacks, weird like little statues, and all kinds of different things.
Mr. Lemming, my name is Virginia, and this is my friend Ezekiel, and Bessie, and Emerson. Are you here with us?
I'm there.
And
Emerson Biggins is
Ezekiel
there.
here, we've come across this very interesting symbol, and
I
we
showed the drawing.
wanted to know if you knew anything about this.
He says, that's some kind of symbol from an African death cult for sure. That's an interesting symbol that you have there.
An African death cult.
Yes, that's I'm pretty sure where that's from.
Sounds spicy.
Do you know what the name of the cult is?
I do not have the name of the cult. No, I just know that, and he starts to like fumble with some of the papers and books behind him, and he says that there's a book here somewhere. Oh no, shit, man, where was that at? Oh my god! And he kind of like holds his forehead. He looks like a little spacey. And he says, well, where did you find the symbol? What happened?
I look at Ezekiel.
And look at you.
Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth.
I look at you. I
not there.
don't know who to trust.
We found it in the evidence at the police station.
My
Lieutenant
eyes go
Poole-
wide as dinner
Lieutenant-
plates.
Lieutenant Poole showed this to us. He said it was linked to these brutal murders in Harlem last year, possibly.
Yes, there was 9 or so murders within the last few years. I remember him talking to me about that now. Yes. I remember talking to him about that. It's horrible what happened.
Did they all have these symbols on them?
Every one of them was carved, just like that, right here. And he kind of like points to his forehead. In the forehead. I saw 2 of them.
What does the symbol mean?
It's some kind of it's like a cult symbol, like an anarchy symbol for anarchists, or like the Nazi symbol for Nazis. It's a symbol that's theirs, that they hold on to, and obviously they're trying to mark their
emblem,
murders.
like a societal symbol?
Yes, exactly. It's like it's showing
just a
everyone
symbol for
that
their
death is theirs and they own it.
It's like a gang hit.
So it is
Yes,
like
it
a
is
calling
like
card.
a gang. Yes, it is like a... Yeah, exactly. Yes, my lady. It's just like a calling card. These people are twisted and demented in their minds. They think that by putting symbols on people's foreheads that it gives them power or something. And in some cases it does. Like, imagine if you saw that after you saw some dead bodies with it on it. You'd be scared. So that is the power that they're trying to impose on people. Have them fear them.
I see.
And it's odd though that they're operating out of New York. Why would they be here?
Wait. Why would you say that?
Well, why is an African death cult here in New York? They should be in Africa. It says it in the name.
Burn.
In my mind,
a very good
I
point.
see Alejandro like peeking his eyeballs through the window of the place. When he says something, he like pokes his head up and goes, "Bird," or then
yeah.
he pokes his head up and says, "Tell him the truth."
Yes,
He's trying to
the
be
little-
inconspicuous. But
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Is it,
But
being
everybody sees him.
inconspicuous.
His freaking
100%.
spider senses.
I'm
Yeah,
leaving
exactly.
like mustache,
You know
mustache
what I don't
grease stains all
understand?
over the window.
What was that old
You know what I
show with
don't
the cone of
understand?
silence?
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I'm picturing.
Yeah, the cone of silence.
You know what I don't understand?
What is that, Omar?
Is why you fancy people like to chew on this little stick instead of taste the
Get-
actual
get
cigar
smart.
in your mouth.
You
Get
see,
smart,
you
yeah.
see, fine sir. We don't actually
Get smart,
chew
yeah.
tobacco like that. We like to smoke. Refined men like myself smoke the tobacco. Now, I understand that
do-
for people that sleep on wood pallets and back alleys, sometimes you need
Ooh.
to chew on tobacco to wake up and give you a jolt in the morning. But for refined gentlemen,
Mm.
we prefer to smoke it.
I don't know. You gotta
Interesting.
chew on that thing. You gotta have that thing all the way up into your mouth.
Alejandro not only chews, he swallows.
So
Don't shame me.
Dr. Lemming says, so what makes you so interested in these African death cults anyway?
Our friend was murdered.
Oh, your friend?
We
Who's your
have
friend?
a personal
Oh,
stake in this.
Are you talking about Jackson Elias?
Yes.
Indeed
very
we
same.
are.
He puts his hand on his forehead. Oh, that's so very... I read that in the newspaper. He's
A
not
service is gonna
he's
be
not a
held for him
friend of mine,
tomorrow.
but he has come talk to me from time to time.
How has he know? What has
Yes.
he talked to you about? We were
Exactly
supposed
what
to
you're
meet
talking
with
to me
him.
about. African
We were
death
sup-
cults. You were supposed to meet with him. What, last night?
We were supposed to, but alas,
He got killed.
He got killed
He got murked.
before we had a chance to meet with him.
The head pops over the window again.
Yeah. No, they should have come in.
We're enjoying our
It's so
smoke.
hilarious. You hear the beep beep?
Tell you what, let me try that shit for a little bit. Let me see what What's so
So
difficult
he
about
can't-
him?
he-
Well, okay, but I mean, do you have any mouthwash or anything on you
Of
that you
course not. Come on, we've been hanging out for like a year now, man.
Okay, you're
he
not-
pulls
you're
he
not
pulls
being
out
good.
this like silver flask out of his jacket and kind of like sips on it a little bit. He starts to like when you're saying that he looks like he's getting like nervous or something, and he takes like this little sip of from this flask, and kind of, you know, after a few moments it kind of calms him down a little bit.
Do you know why?
He says, you know, what might be happening is
running.
somebody's trying to mimic an African death cult rather than actually being an African death cult. So maybe someone learned about it in Africa, came over here, and is now trying to spread propaganda. I don't know. Jackson had the exact same questions to me.
Nope.
Why?
So Jackson has the same questions and then he's dead. I wonder what will happen to us.
Yeah, but this guy here's got the answers, and he's still here. Why do you
True.
think, Mr. Lemmings? Why do you think they would have wanted to do away with Mr. Jackson?
Oh, I have no idea, my dear. Mr. Jackson, he was a very nice man. I don't understand why anybody would want to kill him. I've read a couple of his books. I have a couple right here, and he shows you a couple of his books on the shelf. He was an accomplished author. He was a smart man. He was very nice. He treated me very well. He takes another sip out of his silver flask. He says, if you're looking for more information about the death cult, he says, you can always talk to my friend, Mr. Silius Quain. He's a proprietor of the Juju House over in Harlem.
The
Did you say-
Juju house.
Did you say silly ass Queen?
Silius N. Quain. You're messing me up, man. Here, I'll type it out. I'm thinking to myself, is that really what I said? I don't think that's what I said, but
No. So,
There,
Mr.
there, I
Silius
typed it up.
Quain.
Silly
Silly
ass.
ass. Silas, yes. Yeah, Silas.
Yeah, you put an extra
Silly ass.
AI in there.
Yeah, got me messed up, man.
So, Mr. Silas Quain at the Juju House, he might have more information.
Yeah,
He's
so,
in
yeah.
Harlem.
Yes, he's in Harlem.
All right, that's where.
He owns the shop there. Well, he's the shopkeeper. I'm not sure if he owns it or not. He's the proprietor. You could talk to him. He might know a little bit more about this, but you probably won't be able to catch him now. He pulls out a little watch and he says, they're probably closed over the weekend. You probably won't catch him till Monday.
Closed on weekends, huh?
Maybe they're open over the weekend. I have no idea.
Okay, I see. Well, this
I
was
hope you find something.
very illuminating and very helpful. Is there
Leave him one
anything
of my
else?
coupons.
Is there anything else you can think of that might help us on our search for what is going on here?
No, unfortunately, I tried to help Jackson and I tried to help the police officer, but I have a lot of information here, and he starts showing you like this here is from an African death cult that worships snakes, and this one is from African death cult that would kill you and eat your intestines while you're still alive. That's quite a strange one here, and I have a book on that. I have 3 books on it, in fact. Look, here's some books. So you kind of like you start going down this rabbit hole of him telling you all kinds of things about various African death cults and information that he has on them, little figurines, and it's been about an hour that he kind of just keeps talking you down this rabbit hole of more and more strange things about African death cults and death cults in general. He touches on a few in Australia, but he's really interested about the African ones.
Okay. Well, I guess we have all the information that we can gather here tonight. I suppose we should go get ourselves some dinner, call it a night. What do you guys think?
Dinner sounds good. I mean,
Cool.
dinner and a drink. Wink, wink.
I need something to spit out.
That's true. You haven't spit out
I
a drink
need
in a
something
while.
to spit out.
I need something to spit out. Yeah.
That's your. You should just fill up like a little canteen and bring it with you, so you always have something. You can be like,
I do. I have a
sip-
flask.
A little flask.
You're like, excuse me while I get my flask to spit something out with.
And it's not
his
just
calling card.
anything. It's just top shelf.
Yeah,
Always top shelf.
that's Emerson's MO.
Uh-huh.
The big thing is, it's always water. You just think I'm drinking.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go, gaslighting us.
Yeah, you gaslight them, they
that's-
gaslight you
that's
back. Awesome. So you guys go back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
You take a good night's sleep. You get a good dinner.
I try to reveal the picture of the librarian.
Oh, you do the you go in your room and like turn the lights off. You got like a little portable red light. You
Yeah, I'm
Make-
hoping I got some kind of kit.
I leave my pipe and disinfectant for the evening for the night.
By the way, was it any good? I mean, would Omar know?
would Omar know what?
What was it? Was it any good?
The tobacco.
Is there a role for this? Appreciate.
Oh, for the photo?
Fancy tobacco. No.
Yeah.
For appreciating fancy tobacco.
for the tobacco.
There's not.
And I guess
really
for
a
the
role.
photo too.
Because if you'll remember, I actually spent my points on like rich money or whatever that thing was. So like I upped my income these past 2 years.
So
yeah,
why don't you
tobacco.
why don't you roll a photography roll for me, Omar?
Is it?
It should be under arts and it should be under arts and craft
Photograph.
under A.
Look at you being artsy fartsy.
Okay.
No, he's an artsy fartsy kind of guy. Ooh,
I'll spend the
one luck. Nice.
Because I gotta have some self-respect and be able to do what I do.
Just remember, you can't mark that because you used luck. So yeah,
okay. I didn't.
Yeah, so you God, what is it called?
Reveal? I don't know.
No, you put it in the
Develop?
solution. Yeah, develop. That's the word.
Develop.
It's like, man, we haven't developed film in so long. Like everything's digital now. So I was like, what is even that word? You developed the picture of the
It's just in
the secretary.
Spanish. It's. I think in Spanish, the word is reveal or
reveal.
develop, right?
Yeah.
Revelar,
Yeah,
right?
in Spanish is revelar.
Yeah. So it's,
revelar. So
it
it's
translates
reveal
more to-
versus.
yeah, but anyway, you're right. It's developed in English.
Interesting. Yeah,
It's just-
that's interesting. Yeah, that.
So I actually did not know that. All right, awesome. Because that's
Oh.
not a word we use anymore. You know what I mean? You're, like just
Yeah.
like you said. That's not
Yeah,
a
I
word
was
that
like,
I've
I
ever
even
heard anyone
forgot
say.
what it was called because it's
Yeah.
been so long. Yeah. So so
Kodak.
you see a really good picture of the secretary at the university. Like it's a damn good picture. Good lighting. It's not the best that you've done, but it's not blurry. You wouldn't know that until you make
You've
it.
done better before.
Oh, you
I'm
definitely
curious
have.
about the photo.
Yeah. It's not the
Did you
best.
take a good picture of our friend Lieutenant Poole?
He did not.
I don't think I did take that picture because
Oh.
I got sort of found out and a little bit embarrassed. So I didn't take any pictures.
Also, he
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot
Just
there.
just to make sure, there's no like weird white reflection going across her neck or anything like that.
No, no, no.
Okay, just checking.
Are
No.
you in the search for chupacabras?
Yeah, are you
No,
looking
no,
for some
no,
ghosts
I'm-
and shit?
It's more
No,
like
no.
the ring where when you develop.
No,
photos, they
no,
show
no.
weird
Oh, the
stuff.
ring.
Like, No. I'm going back to Omen. You guys remember the original Omen,
Oh, Damien,
wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going.
where he was
Ni-
taking pictures and he kept seeing like a
1974,
white.
bro. You're going way back.
You're going way back.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
So that he would take pictures of people in that movie, and then there would be like this white reflection of something going across the body, and then eventually when they died, it was something impaling the body where the reflection was. So that's kind of cool.
Oh,
thing
wow.
What they did.
Wow. So you're trying to see whether this lady's going to get killed.
Whether
Yeah,
whether
I
it's
don't
like,
know.
well,
I was making an Omen reference and nobody got it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Too young for that.
Unfortunately,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on the young
I missed
side.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm old enough, but
I'm
I
just
never
a
watched.
millennial.
I'm not a horror fan, so I'm not.
I watched it
You're-
like 20 years ago.
The original Omen was
Same.
fucking awesome. The original Omen trilogy, all three of them were pretty darn good.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know
Even
that
a
one.
little kid.
Sorry for all the interruptions. I think I'm done for the night. The
Hey, welcome back,
interruptions,
Bessie.
I mean.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my mom sometimes needs helps with a few things, and I needed
That's okay.
to take care of that. But she's
I
in
No
bed
know
now.
problem.
how
and-
it is.
Yeah.
Well, we
She's
met
good.
with Mr. Lemmings, and he didn't really have much information for us. He says that the symbols are from an African death cult.
Virginia
He doesn't
also
know the
started
name of
with
the
him.
cult. No, he didn't. He's too
He's a
old.
creep.
He
He was
too
a bit creepy,
old.
He's
though.
like 45.
No, he was
Ages.
he was
I didn't want
62.
to give him a heart attack.
He was 62. He did say a few other
But-
things. Yeah.
Yeah, he says maybe someone's trying to copy the death cult and not actually be of the death cult because since it's in New York and not in Africa. And
We
then he
also
says,
learned that Jackson was meeting with him probably
yes,
just before he died. I don't know, it's kind of strange.
and he says that there's a Mr. Silas Kwani at the Juju House who might have more information for us in Harlem, but he's probably closed for the weekend and will reopen.
Okay,
on Monday.
I need to ask, what exactly is a juju house?
Juju?
What
It's
is
like
it
voodoo?
you have?
Juju is kind of like Haitian voodoo stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's like a
that,
voodoo.
so-
It's like the voodoo house. That's what it means. Yeah.
Hoodoo? Hoodoo.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Voodoo. It's like
That's okay.
voodoo's
do?
not really a religion. It's
The
just kind of
voodoo
like
that
a
you do?
I know.
Yeah.
Omar would know, but Sergio doesn't know what a juju house is.
Sergio does not know. No.
Hoodoo? Hoodoo? You do.
There's also apparently an American drummer who goes by the name Juju House,
Huh.
but his real name is William House. But that's that's beside the
Pretty
point.
close though.
Yeah.
I knew
Okay.
that.
So.
Did you see the picture of Mr. Mordecai, Dr. Mordecai?
She should have.
Bessie?
It should still be on her screen.
The what? The image of Mordecai?
Yeah, and his room.
I have a room. I don't. But the room is empty. Oh. Yep, I do. I had to move it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the
you were
guy.
there with us, so I suppose if you had any questions for him, you could ask him.
I see the symbol was shared again. Did we find it again, or you just reshared it?
I
No,
reshared
just-
it. Yeah.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
not, we
The-
find it. It's
Oh,
something
they
else.
they also
Oh,
went to
but
the police station.
Yeah,
Okay.
we briefed her on that. So that symbol was found on the 9 people that were murdered last year.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
everybody's starting with these.
And the
on
police
their
and the
forehead.
police think that it's Martin might think that it's some kind of serial killer, or maybe there's been multiple people because they already put one person in jail.
And in
Hilton-
a
Hilton
shocking
Head.
Well, if
twist
they're
of events,
putting- if they're-
in a shocking twist of events, Alejandro confessed to the crimes.
He did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not hanging out with us anymore.
Yeah,
They
he's in
they
jail.
had on
Yeah.
John.
Wow.
And we're debating whether to get him out or not.
He's in Sing Sing prison.
That escalated quick.
That's fast.
No, actually, Hilton Adams is in Sing Sing prison.
Sing Sing Correctional Facility.
So what I would have
Yes.
said when at the police station, if that they're talking about this could possibly be a serial killer. The fact that they're putting this symbol on the body seems more like a cult to me than a serial killer. And I know I'm not an investigator, but I am a coroner, and I see these things all the time, and every time I have done autopsies on bodies and investigated
Such a
crimes
Show off.
with things like this, is typically a cult of some sort. This seems to me to be some sort of ritual or
Ritualistic thing.
work.
Well, Mr. Lemming say maybe, but it could also be a copycat.
I don't
Yeah, he
know.
Mr. Lemming, or I'm saying Mr. Lemming, Dr. Lemming had stated that it looked like an African death cult symbol, and that they used that to instill power and over people. And what he
For
meant by
fear.
that, yeah, it's mostly from a fear perspective, not from like trying to take the power of someone. But he did say that the books say that it's to take the power from people, but he said in reality it boils down to those symbols are meant to instill fear and keep the fear of the people, so that they are scared of the cult members, so that they can continue to control people.
Tale as old as time. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you
Tale as
guys,
old as
once you got
time.
Song
done talking to
as old as rhyme.
Dr. Lemmings, you went back to your your apartment, your hotel room, and you're resting and going to sleep at the Chelsea, and basically the next day you're going to wake up and go to Elias's funeral.
Okay, I gotta do it, otherwise it's gonna be stuck in my head. Beauty and the Beast.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Glad to be the one to derail
Wow.
the campaign. Hell
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
now
you.
now we
Because-
can't stream it because we're gonna get demonetized. Because
I'm telling you, Turin's just going
That was
Torpedo
so
us.
off. That was
It's
so off key. It would never trigger a flag.
Disney is already claiming all the copyrights to this.
to everything. Yep.
What prompted it? Is it because it's a tale as old as time?
Yes, exactly. Look at this
Oh,
until it's
no.
all the time, and then my ADHD took over. I'm sorry.
Why did
Oh.
half of the streamers all of a sudden hung up?
Yeah, I lost all my
Because
all of my
I
watchers.
love the fact that you think the stream is a conference call. I am here for it.
I know.
Wow.
I'm showing my age. I know.
Sorry.
That is hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, so you guys kind of go to sleep. You wake up the next day. You have breakfast. You kind of I assume you kind of hang out. I don't know what you're gonna do. That it's basically Saturday morning, and at 2:00 is Jackson's funeral.
Did the librarian show up?
The librarian showed up early Saturday
Okay, so I
morning,
have her teach you
and yeah, came and knocked on your door after they called her up, and she came up and she thanked you profusely for the photo, and she was very, very happy, and she can't wait to go home and put it in a
Don't
frame
worry,
on the wall.
This one's on the house. Okay, just tell your friends. Get
That you
somebody
take photos?
take
Ah,
my
I'll tell everybody. Yes, thank you so much. You're excellent, Mr. Diaz. And she kind of like places her hand on your shoulder.
No. You were an excellent model. Thank you.
Awesome. And she takes the photo and kind of like dashes out the door.
Oh.
Definitely made her day, especially not charging her anything. Are you guys going to do anything on that Saturday morning?
Could have charged her.
Do we have time to
We
go to
can't hear
Harlem?
you anymore. Lucantus again? You gotta
Oh
put
no,
that-
I was mumbling. I was.
Oh,
that
gotcha.
was kind of what I was mumbling.
You should have charged her.
Oh,
don't know if
gotcha.
we
I
have-
couldn't hear.
I just
don't-
want to make sure that I have appropriate clothing for the funeral, and if I don't, I'd like to go buy something.
Okay. Yeah, you probably don't have like
I definitely don't have
a
appropriate
black,
clothing.
black dress or some kind. Yeah.
We
Okay,
all
so I
need
guess
to
we'll
go
go shopping for black.
Locanthus
yeah.
definitely needs a black dress.
I was gonna say.
So
Hopefully
Yeah.
Alejandro's buying.
Pencil skirt.
Alejandro's buying. Alejandro's gonna pay for everybody.
I'm
At least for me.
also-
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm-
I'll take that offer.
I
Since
bonded
our,
with him. Yeah, I bonded with him with the cigars and stuff, so I think, probably.
You think
Hey,
he
look,
owes you?
Alejandro's paying. I think we should, like, all the men should go for, full 3-piece suits.
Yeah. All right.
well,
Nice dark
Um,
ones.
French
Considering
stuff.
they probably cost
Uh,
about $11 a piece, I mean, I'll probably be able to.
is mom calling me?
We can, get them bespoke.
Hey, since my affair with Elias was kind of off and on secret, kind of thing on the down low,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get myself also a big pair of sunglasses, big enough
Okay.
to cover my eyes in case I cry too much.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. You guys all go out shopping, and it takes you a good part of the morning to get.
Shopping montage.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You see the camera kind of flashing between everybody, kind of looking at. Does this
on
work?
different
Does this work? What about this? How about these shoes? What about these socks? What about
Oh, they're
this?
fine.
Okay.
And a lot of times we're like,
Picture.
no, 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 until finally we're like, yes.
Yeah, and one of them is you see Bessie like trying on different sunglasses in the mirror, like, no, not big enough. No, not big enough. And then she finds those like 1920s big goggle looking sunglasses.
Omar bought
The water
a whole
bugs.
bunch of light bulbs. Omar spent a whole bunch of light bulbs and he tried to recover all of them.
Virginia
what?
gets black cat with a little veil.
No, I said Omar spent a
Oh.
whole bunch of light bulbs.
You mean in your
taking
flash?
pictures,
Oh,
and-
gotcha. Yeah.
And then he started, and he had to go buy another.
Yeah, you have to go buy
Another-
a few more. Yeah.
I don't think there's like flash powder back then, but all right.
Yeah. No, they have the little disposable flashes back then, I think.
I mean, accomplished photographers, but I'm just saying, maybe not everybody.
Wow, dude, what are you trying to say?
Wow, why you gotta? I gotta.
Hey, man, I have the economy.
Yeah.
Are you
Hey,
trying to say that our friend is not successful?
No, I'm just saying, like you said, he went to the.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
He's going with the economy option, and that doesn't mean he has the height of technology.
Say it with your chest.
That is true. Actually, in the 1920s was when they first invented the flash bulb. But at the time, most people used a T-shaped flash lamp, held a little bit of flash powder, and triggered it by.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yep.
exactly what I'm saying. The flash
Yep.
powder.
And it would be ignited by a little bit of dry cell battery, and you've got like a little canister on your side with some more powder that you kind of put up there, and then you light it, and it poofs when you take the picture.
Yeah, a lot of smoke, and it actually is a fire hazard. So like,
Yep.
it's a little burst.
Yeah. That's what you got, man.
Anyway.
You go buy
A
yourself
lot of
some more flash
photographers
powder,
used to get burnt by that. I don't remember reading about that.
you're flash powdering yourself, man. So once you guys
You're
are done,
flashing yourself in a sense.
yeah, exactly. So you kind of get yourself, you guys get yourself all dressed up, and you head down to the funeral. It's in the Cypress Hill Cemetery in Brooklyn.
Cypress Hill.
It's a brief, sort of like it's kind of got a slow little light snow shower going on when you guys show up. The snow's kind of coming down, and it looks like there's no cross as you guys come up to the to sort of the casket being lowered or will be lowered down into the ground. There's no cross or anything like that. It's obviously a non-denominational ceremony, and the turnout is kind of small, with probably 5-6 different people and some reporters. You guys don't notice anybody there at the moment, but you do see some people standing around. Let's see. There is like a 48-year-old stocky man with wide curls and graying hair, red hair around his balding head.
Wonder who our new benefactor is.
Benefactor? Where's the benefactor? There's also
Somebody
a
invited us.
Well, the
a
person that invited us-
54-year-old wiry American man, African American man in his mid 50s. He's kind of like, his eyes are darting all around the room and looking at everything, and he's constantly fidgeting. He looks like he's got a pen in one of his hands that he's twirling and twirling.
Does he
and
look like a cultist?
None of these
Wow.
people look
It's
like
kind of
cultists. No.
profiling, don't you think, bro?
Like, man, you went right there, didn't you? And so they're all standing around, with their heads down, and as you guys approach, that's when the person that's sort of like attending this says, oh, we all came here for Jackson Elias, and we're sad to see him go. It probably takes about an hour for the event to go through, and for them to say a few things about Jackson Elias, and you guys each say something about Jackson Elias, and about what he was to you. Bessie is short and sweet, I guess. Do you say a lot,
There
Bessie?
He said something like, "My dude had game."
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
She might.
I would not
No.
say that.
Are you short and sweet, or do you kind of like really draw it out?
No,
Talking about the good times and the-
I'm very short and probably say a couple of awkward things.
How he got your attention with the book, The Black Tower.
Right, yeah.
No.
And
He really fell in love with her because she gives that good huck to her.
No,
anybody-
I don't say
She spit on
that. Thank
that
you
thing.
for giving examples
Wow.
of things
I
I
don't know if
don't
they
say.
get that reference in that time.
Yeah, that's not a meme back in the 1920s.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure that back then they still spit on that thing.
Today I saw something funny.
Did
It
any
was
other? Go ahead.
it was an old lady on Instagram, and she didn't have any teeth, and she said something like, "You guys don't even know that there's nothing that's good about that hot tua. You know what you got to do? You got to act like a turkey and go down on that thing, and go."
Oh no!
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't want to picture these things.
I was like, no, I don't want to see that.
What I want to know is, did any other woman stand up and say,
Who's that?
Yeah.
No, actually, there is.
I'm not being obvious about. I know that I'm socially awkward, but I'm not that socially
Yeah,
awkward, and I'm very aware
keep
that
it in the down low, keep it in the down.
we were secretly on and off, just when he was in town, we would have a nice time together. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Having tea,
Mm-hmm.
nothing else.
No, just tea.
No children here.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
everything that you talk about them, or talk about him, is not specifically about your relationship,
No,
or
exactly.
Sexual
Gotcha.
exploits.
So there is a woman there that's sort of tall and thin, athletic built, an African American lady, and she's kind of standing beside the other African American man that's kind of fidgeting around. So there is a woman that is there, and she's got like a wide-brimmed black kind of hat with the what is that called? The tweel? No,
The veil.
the veil,
Veil.
kind of like coming up over her face. It's definitely she's dressed to the nine for the funeral from that
And
perspective.
definitely in mourning.
And yeah, she's definitely in the morning. And she comes up when you guys are done, and obviously, Omar, you were looking at her to see if she said anything.
And I tell Omar, don't open by asking her if she's in a death cult.
She's probably 20 or so. And she
I'm related to him.
she kind of says,
So,
"Yeah, hi
kind of
everyone.
An old spinster is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm
this
Willa. I'm Willa Sly. I'm so sad that my uncle Carlton Ramsey. My uncle worked with my uncle Carlton Ramsey, he worked with Jackson Elias, and he was a nice man, and he took care of me, and he used to help me with everything that I was going through. I was trying to set up my own legal firm one day, and yeah, he was really nice and supportive and helped me. I'm so glad to hear from everyone about Jackson and other things, and it's a sad day that he's gone. As she says that, sort of the rest of the people there, the other two guys that are there, just they're kind of trying to hold back tears, trying to hold back talking, and not saying much, but they just kind of like, you know, throw an item in when the casket is lowered in there. They throw an item in there. One of them throws what looks like a watch, and the other one throws like a one that, you know, the pocket watch that they had back then, and the other one throws in a bracelet. It looks like a leather bracelet with some writing on it.
I throw one of my stogies.
Oh, you throw a stogie? Nice. One of your old used ones, or a fresh one?
Oh, wow.
Definitely an old used one.
Okay. And then you pull out a new one and you cut it up and put it in your mouth. Anybody else throw anything in there?
Yeah, I threw in a letter that I had wrote, you know, inside an envelope that I had written earlier.
Nice.
Private.
I guess I throw in a coupon.
An expired one.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
obviously
definitely not
you can
throwing in a
always
good coupon like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, he by mistake he said he puts down a really good one, like
Oh,
buy
no,
one
I go
get
after
3
it.
free.
I go after it. No, wait, hold on. I climb
Wait.
in and get that one back and then throw an old one.
No,
Oh my
you don't
god,
climb it up.
sacrilege.
So as you guys throw all that stuff in there, they you know, the dirt comes in and kind of covers the stuff, and people start filtering away. One of the reporters kind of comes around. You can see that there's like reporters on the edge, and as the casket is lowered in the dirt, like the you know, they just put like a couple shovelfuls of dirt to kind of like symbolize things, and obviously it'll cover it up once everybody's gone. And most of the people kind of leave, except for the tall, thin African American man, and this reporter kind of like slowly shuffles her way. Excuse me. Shuffles her way up to you guys, and she's like, "Excuse me."
Yes.
My dear.
Yes. Hi. I'm Rebecca, and she puts her hand out to sort of shake Omar's hand, since he's the one that talked to her first.
Well, I did, but okay.
I think.
Yeah, I did, but okay.
I was one that said yes, my dear, first. But that's okay. No, go ahead.
Oh, that's why you got to put that microphone in there, bro. I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
I only heard
There we
Omar.
go. Oh, okay. All right.
She goes, "Hi. Yeah, I was wondering. I understand that you guys are friends." And she pulls out like a little notepad that she has and a piece and a pen. She's like, "You're friends of Jackson Elias, aren't you?"
She seems like a real reporter.
Oh yeah,
well, I
definitely.
think we shared common interest on a few things. By the way, you know, I'm a photographer. I slip her a card. I said, "Hey, you got some jobs to do? I'm a freelancer. Take my card. You know, I'm pretty good."
Oh, thank you, Omar. Excellent. She puts the card in her little lapel in the top of the jacket, and she says, "Do you guys know why was Jackson murdered?"
Hey, we're not the police here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but I was wondering. I've talked to the police already, but I was hoping maybe you guys know something that I don't. You guys were great
Even I
friends,
knew that was rude.
and she looks down and she goes, "You guys were actually brought here by Jackson Elias, so I'm just curious if you know why you were brought here or what happened. You know, maybe who might have killed him, or any information around what's been going on."
What was that guy in the newspaper Not the latest one. The one that they kept feeding us this newspaper. This guy in Egypt told the guys.
Carlisle.
Yeah,
Carlisle.
He wanted to do something with this Carlisle. Wanted us to.
Oh, Carlisle.
Check that out.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Let me write that down. Okay. All right. Oh.
Ask her who she is.
She looks over at Alejandro. Yeah, you like whisper it to him really loud.
Come here, just right here, man. Just say hi. You don't have to be shy, man. You got this nice mustache. You don't just talk.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Ladies love the mustache. Miss Schosenberg, if that is your real name. What business do you have here with the
Schosenberg?
deceased?
Oh, well, I work for the New York Times, and I'm here to write a story and hopefully gather as much information as possible about the murder.
Strictly professional, so you aren't a friend or anything, and
Oh,
so it's not like
don't
you're
know
technically
Jackson.
grieving like us who are personal friends of the deceased.
No, I do not. And she's continuing to write down.
I read her
and
body
being-
language, and I noticed that she feels uncomfortable talking to Alejandro.
Yeah, she's
Wow,
not
you
looking
can't
at him.
just make that call up.
I approach and I lower my sunglasses
Uh-huh.
and kind of like, give her a look and say, may I call you Rebecca?
Yes, you can call me Rebecca. Do you have any information about this murder?
Yes, I do, but I think it's best discussed over dinner tonight around 7.
Dinner sounds excellent. Where
Just
are
the
you
two of
staying?
us.
Just the two of us.
What?
Oh. Why don't you roll a let's see, a charm roll.
Charm roll?
Yep.
I mean, I wasn't that into the. I already forgot his name. I'm moving on.
Wow.
Jackson. Wow. Poor
Jackson.
It's
Jackson.
literally his fucking
Jackson
funeral.
Elias. I know, it's
I
at his
know,
funeral.
Christ.
She's finding a
She's
rebound
moving
person.
on at the
Finding a
funeral.
rebound person on his
Oh,
funeral.
man.
That is
shit.
Man.
At the
Ew.
funeral.
What?
Gross.
No. You know
Canceled.
the best part was that she went up and talked about him and said his name without me saying the name at all. She was like, "Oh yeah, Elias, this and that and the other," and now she's like, "What is his name?" Wow.
Elias who?
Yeah, it's Elias.
Elias
you guys hear the coffin shake
Hey,
a little?
she lo-
Whose baby I wanted to have?
Yeah, the coffin shakes a
maybe
little bit
does
in the
somewhere.
grave, and as
Really?
the coffin shakes a little bit, you can hear him turning in his grave.
Storm clouds show up because you might get struck by lightning soon.
Well,
She says,
I felt anyway.
No. She goes, that's okay. I'm busy tonight, but I appreciate you helping me out here. Does anybody else have any
Here right now.
information? Yeah, and she's like trying to look at someone else, and clearly you have made her uncomfortable.
ration burn.
Nothing.
Honestly,
No
I
one.
don't think we should give her any information because
That's what I was kind of the vibe that I was going with. Like, why do we trust
She
this
looks-
girl
she looks-
automatically?
She looks
But-
down and
what
she
if
goes,
she's one of the bad guys and she's trying to figure out how much we
This
know?
is OOC, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. She says, do you guys think that maybe his murder is connected to the Mr. Hilton Adams?
Well, that was in the papers. You're not much of a reporter, you know.
Well, I
Yeah.
wrote that. She says, I wrote that. And I'm just trying to find out maybe you have
Alright.
more information than I have at the current time.
So maybe we
So
should.
you wrote it without being certain?
No,
I'm definitely
she's
certain. I was just
asking
hoping that you
because
guys
they
would know
have the
more.
Same MO is what she's saying. So
Where
maybe
is
this
the
is all
thing saying?
OOC, but what I'm saying is like she may have information, guys. So what I'm thinking is maybe we offer to trade rather than to just drop our panties for her immediately at a funeral, you know, and maybe we can have like a meaningful exchange of information. So
Good
I mean, if she
thinking,
was this willing to
Alexandro.
throw herself out like that on a funeral, I'm pretty sure she wasn't wearing
I'm
it.
just saying that report had no pictures. No pictures.
that's true. That's true.
Just call me up, okay? And
She
you
goes,
got
yeah,
my card.
she goes, that's true. We don't have any photographers that go out with some of our stories. Only the stories on the front page get the photographers. It's very expensive to take pictures, don't you know?
Oh yeah, I know. But I'm a
He doesn't
freelancer. Don't worry. I won't be over expensive. I don't have a nice mustache.
If you want
but
a
it's not-
photographer and you want it on a budget, that's your guy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
So
I was
the
hoping that you would have
14th
answers.
Well, the 14th precinct, is that in Harlem?
The 14th precinct is in Harlem.
That's
yes.
where. Is that where the Sing Sing is too?
I think
the
Sing
Sing
Sing is, and actually Sing Sing is a real prison.
Yes.
And I think it is in Harlem. Yeah, let me see. Sing Sing prison.
Okay.
No, it's in Ossing, New York. So, you guys are like, you know, what, on the island, in like where the Empire State Building is, the main island, and the prison is way up north, closer to,
Yeah, the prison would not be in the city. The prison is
no,
like
yes, it's
upstate.
way out. Yeah, it's like outside the state lines, outside,
Yeah.
outside like New Jersey, New York, way up north, probably a couple hours, maybe an hour drive, something like that, outside of New York.
Okay. About an hour drive.
That's what she says. And she goes, "Look, if let me see if I can go talk to some other people. If you want to talk to me here," and she hands you her card, Virginia. And she says, you can come see me at the New York Times. I'll be there Monday morning. Toodles."
Sounds good. Thank
And
you
she
so
like
much.
runs off to try and catch the other girl that just left, and a couple of the other ones. Excuse me, she's saying as she's running after them. So
You
the
really messed that up for us,
So-
Bessie. You know, I was trying to get some money
Yeah,
here, and
yeah,
why you have to
Bessie,
scare her off
come on.
like that?
You had to be creepy.
So, do we want to talk with this African American man?
as you're
He's
saying that,
probably Carlton
sort of-
Ramsey, right? Willa's
Yeah.
uncle.
yeah. So as you're kind of saying that to everybody else, like standing, you guys are like, while Virginia's saying that to you, walking behind her, kind of like coming up to you guys is.
Ted Cruz II.
Oh wow.
He goes, "Excuse me, hello,
Oh.
I'm Carlton Ramsey."
He
And he
looks
puts
familiar.
he puts his hand out.
Looks like a vampire.
It's nice
he?
to meet you all. Are you're friends of Jackson Elias? Are you not?
Indeed. We were friends with Jackson Elias.
Alejandro, Bessie, Emerson, Ezekiel, Omar, and Virginia, I believe. And he puts his hand out and he shakes each one of your hands. He goes, "Oh, it's
Are you-
Reputation
Are you
precedes us.
Are you the same guy who reads the newspapers?
Oh yeah, there's
You
only
sound
one guy
just
that
like-
reads newspapers.
no,
You sound
I
just
do
like
not
the guy.
read. I do not read newspapers.
Oh.
Well, yes, I do read newspapers, but I'm
I
not
see
that
where
guy
you're
who
going.
reads the newspapers.
I see
News
where
at
you're going with
11.
that.
No, he's not. He's not talking like that.
Okay.
And he goes, "Yes, Jackson has passed, and I'm so sad about that. He did talk about you guys very nicely. My name is Carlton Ramsey, and I am the executor of Jackson Elias's estate. And I'm the attorney working for Jackson Elias, and we will have a reading of his will."
Oh, are you the one that invited us?
I did, in fact, yes. I was the one that sent the courier in the morning yesterday.
Oh,
When
Jackson-
are you reading his will?
Why exactly did you choose to invite us? Out of curiosity.
All of that will be revealed when we do the reading of the will. That'll be tomorrow afternoon.
Don't we have an appointment tomorrow
Oh.
afternoon?
We'll have to
We're gonna
reschedule
find
it.
if Bessie missed out or not.
We'll have to reschedule the appointment. And stay at least till Monday because we gotta go to the Juju house on Monday.
Oh,
he
that's
says
true.
he says Juju house appointment. What appointment are you talking about?
It's kind of
Do you have something
Oh.
going on tomorrow? We can do it Monday if you'd like.
We have that thing with the other man with the thing.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out
Kind
what
of
happened
like-
with Jackson.
kind of a mind your own business
Ah.
schedule. So
Okay, well we could do it on Monday.
We're gonna mind your own
Mind your own business schedule. He goes.
What a fucking
I know.
dick.
Yeah, he kind of like his eyes
There's
kind of
one name.
squint at Alejandro.
There's one name scraped out of the will right there.
hey, he doesn't get to decide what's on that will.
He does
He
get to
does
decide
not.
whether he likes you or
He
not. But
does.
that's beside the
You're probably gonna get.
He-
You're gonna get
This is
just
too
the
tight to
length of his
change it.
pocket.
This guy's just—he's just the attorney reading it, man. So
Hey man, he's the
like a-
custodial, right?
he's like a family law attorney. He's not even.
He's
like a
definitely an
tax
attorney. Yeah, he
so-
says he's an attorney. And he says,
There's
excellent.
probably
So
a clause
on
that says-
Monday at
there's probably a clause that says if Alejandro disrespects you,
yeah,
feel free to give him nothing.
yeah, because he knows Alejandro. Jackson knew Alejandro really well. Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, he says, well, no problem. We'll do it on Monday. I'll let everyone know. If you guys are busy tomorrow, not a problem. And in fact, that would give me another day to get ready. It was
Okay,
ex-
we'll do that then.
It was excellent meeting you all. And he shakes each one of your hands. And
thank
I
you
will
for reaching
see
out to
you on Monday. And he kind of bows gently, like kind of like nods his head, sort of like, and makes a hand gesture like, good day. And he walks off. Everybody's kind of got like a thick overcoat on too, because it's just slightly snowy. Not quite slushy, but definitely there's little flakes of snow falling all over the place. And I think we will end the game there, with you guys about to
Ooh.
head to
Hey.
No monster
The-
fights.
the appointment with
Hey.
Anthony Cowles,
Wow.
and then on
Started
Monday,
late and
the
ended
executor
early, I'm
of the
just
will.
saying.
I don't know that
Hey.
it's early. For you, it's early.
American can only put up with
Yeah.
you so long.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I'm just-
that's
Sounds like
that's
a
the
you
challenge,
problem,
man. It sounds like a you problem. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. Have a good evening, and we'll be back in a couple weeks. Good night and goodbye.